For all of you wondering how I do my work, well, here's my office. I have a wireless mouse and keyboard because I cannot type on a laptop, and it's just so much better. I have my cell phone here for internet. I've got my laptop plugged in. Actually, I just unplugged it, but I keep it plugged in to the wall jack of the camper, the 12 volt outlet for charging. And yeah, this is where I spend quite a few hours of my day, right here. Got a little bit of sunlight today, so I flipped on my Bedini generator. This is my homemade radiant energy generator. Then I'm restoring an old battery here. This came out of a electric wheelchair, I guess, is what I was told, the guy that gave it to me. And hopefully I'll restore that. My most offensive windows that I could see light outside through the gaps I have taped up with duct tape. I know it's going to be a mess to take off in a couple months, but there was air blowing through these windows because camper windows do not seal. So at least I won't have so much airflow now. This one was also really bad on the bottom, so I taped that off. I'm trying to stop the heat loss in this place a little bit. Now there's a happy sight. My fireplace is going, my chimney's up, I'm back to normal. I think insulating the windows was a very good idea. It's 65 in here at about 9:30 at night. I've maintained above 60 degrees all day with a very low fire in the fireplace. This is the first thing I saw this morning after seeing my breath, of course. My fireplace thermometer, it's way below 50. I knew it was cold because I didn't sleep most of the night. My fire went out. I cannot maintain it when I'm sleeping due to safety until I rebuild the fireplace. That is a nice sound. You can hear the fire roaring through. I lit the fire. It is so cold in here. My problem is I have an open ceiling. I never got to finish this because the power steering on my truck went out. I haven't fixed it yet. This camper I got for free last year, and there was no rush on repairing it because I wasn't planning on living in it full time. And you can see I have some open places on the ceiling. Water is actually frozen, so it's cold inside. The water is condensing and freezing on my ceiling, and I have some new insulation in places, but it's open. My bathroom is one of the coldest parts of the whole camper here. There's gaps where I have to still put some stuff up. You can see daylight through there. So I urgently need to do something here, but I'm snowed in right now, so I can't even get plastic sheeting. So I thought this would be good, insulating my windows like I did yesterday. And the problem though is I still have open places here. And where I now live, so here's exposed ceiling, where I now live is colder than where I was before, and the weather's getting worse. And I can't get out to get supplies, so I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm trying to, there, my door was frozen. Look here. More snow. I think I'm stuck here for a while. At least I got food. I'm having a cup of snow melt coffee. This is a single cup coffee brewer. You just pour water in the top in the coffee grounds. Boiling water. And you can see the level of the coffee inside. And this is my fresh melted snow water that I've been filtering. This is going to be a very good cup of coffee. It's snowing again. I don't know if you can see that. It's actually sort of pretty. It's peaceful. It's very, very quiet here. I'm far from any roads. All you can hear is the creek. but it reminds me of the pioneers and the mountain men. Somebody on YouTube on the comments mentioned the pioneers, and at a time like this when I'm snowed in, yeah, I have to think about them. But they lived through it, and so will I. Hi, this is Troy in my off-grid camper. It's very cold this morning. I'm not using the propane right now because one, it's too expensive, and two, it gives me a headache when I run it all night. I'm only using it to take off the chill in short times, and I can't use the fireplace overnight until I fix the boiler. And right now I'm snowed in, so it's going to be some cold nights. It was down to freezing. I had icicles forming on my ceiling this morning. It's snowing again, but I'm going to see this through. It's going to be good. This fireplace is very, very efficient. I just tossed this wood in. You can see how small it is, and that's going to last me about an hour. That other piece has been burning for a while, so this is nearly like a rocket stove in its efficiency. The sun is shining relatively strong for a while, so right now I've got my Abedini motor running. I've got a power inverter turned on. That's pulling 72 watts, and that is charging my battery for my hand vac. And this is how I keep the place clean. I've got one of these power vacs, and then I have another one with a rotating brush in the bottom, which I'll show you one day. But I'm doing some housekeeping here. I finally cleaned out, I'm sure you probably saw that dartboard sitting here and a bunch of fiberglass, which is now on the ceiling. I'm putting up plastic covering that fiberglass. I've covered this gap. I just keep losing too much heat, so I'm trying, and yeah, basically spring cleaning. Got the floor cleaned up. I still have to put a piece of carpet down. This is all brand new carpet. As you can see, I use house shoes. I try to keep this clean inside here, and I'm slowly getting it. There you can see my PEX tubing clearly running across the floor. Finally, you can see in here. I also have my laptop sitting here charging. You can see the orange light showing it's still charging. That's plugged into the wall. And my cell phone is charging. When you're living off the grid and you've got enough current coming in, you do everything you can while the sun is shining and charge up your devices. My ice-powered fridge is doing well. I just opened it really quick. The snow hasn't melted and it's nice and chill in there. My food is doing well. It's cold as a normal refrigerator. So there's a tip for y'all. If you want to save energy in the winter, put snow and ice in your fridge. Right there is all the water I have. This is melted snow, as I showed you from the other day. I continuously have a pot of snow on the stove. I have a little bit in a bowl here that I left out overnight, and I have started a new gallon jug. I think I've used a whole gallon though. Yesterday and today. But that's it. This is what I have, and I have to keep them filled somehow. When these are gone, I'll probably have to go down to the creek and haul water up, but that's sort of nasty. I don't know how I'm going to filter that yet.